crack on and do another replay commentary. I'm just double checking all the audio levels before I get going, because it's been a while, and we shall continue as soon as I just double check everything's okay with my audio on my feed. Here we go. So, check everything's okay with my... Yep, everything's fine with that. That is awesome. Right, here we go then. So, Le Sarthe, there is a race 5, sorry, yeah, this is race 6, yeah, race 5 at Tokyo to do a commentary for, but I need to find a replay for that. So I've got my own one here at race 6 at Le Sarthe, my favourite track, as many people know, but we're in the Porsche, I forget which Porsche it is. It's the 01 Porsche, I think. I can't remember now. I could find out very quickly, but I'm not going to. Hang on, I will. What are we in? Which Porsches are we in? We are in the 01, the GT3 99601 Porsches. And we shall just, I've got to do the replay options, back to, there we go. Right, so we'll go through the runners and riders very quickly so I can crack on with this race. As they qualified, if I remember rightly, Snail was saying that he didn't get a good qualifying. Now, I don't think I had a good qualifying here at this track either. But we shall see how things pan out for everyone. So DT here qualified in first place, with Racing Snail here in second. As you can see, we're in identical Porsches with identical tyres. We've all got a tune that we've all got, so everything is equal. G here in third place, with Lorne here in fourth. Yours truly here in another golf-inspired livery in fifth. Ninja Steve here in sixth, and Death here in seventh. We were missing Hobbs. I think he joined halfway through the race as we were going. But we shall crack on with 5 lights are on, and we are go at Le Mans for the 1 hour endurance race 6 of the season for these boys, as we all come up to the Dunlop chicane. DT's managed to hang on to first place, but it's all bunched tightly, but Snail's got up the inside. Can Snail get the position under the Dunlop bridge? No, DT hangs on to first place. Snail's in second, Lorne's in third, G's dropped back to fourth. Berserker's still hanging on for fifth, being put under pressure there from Death as we come past, I've forgotten the name of that corner, I need to remember what it is. It's come down the Mulsanne Straight for the first time. I'll check as we get on in the race. Here comes DT, straight past the cameraman, screaming down the Mulsanne Straight for the first time. These cars tuned, as I say, going up to about 180 miles an hour. Even though they're not GT3 cars, there's Snail in second, Lorne in third. No one's looking to make a move. Or is Lorne going to make a move on Snail? No. Coming into the first chicane, everyone's, nice slide there from Death in the background, got it sideways. As everyone's safely through the first chicane. Steve, on board with Steve here, he's not looking to overtake, he's trying to bump draft Death to catch up with the pack. We've already got a bit of a gap between 5 and then 6 and 7. We go up here. Who's this sideways? Side by side. G, side by side. Lorne tries to outbrake Lorne into the second chicane and does so. Nice move there from the Norwegian. Retakes third place as Lorne drops back to fourth. And you can see Berserker's right close to the back of Lorne as well. Is Berserker thinking of having a lunge into the Mulsanne corner? No, just dropping out the slipstream a little bit. Back up front, here we go. Racing Snail thinking about making a move on DT for the lead. It's into the Mulsanne corner for the first time. Everyone's safely through and everyone's still with us, but there's lots of action up here as Snail has got a great exit, charging down the inside here towards Indianapolis, and Snail takes the lead from DT. As G's pulls out alongside DT as well, so DT's got terrible exit at the Mulsanne corner, coming into Indianapolis for the first time. It's this tricky corner at the best of times. Everyone's through. Oh, G takes evasive manoeuvres. Let's have another quick look at that. Oh, let's have another quick look at that. Let's go on board with G, because it looked like he had to bail out of the situation very quickly. Side by side with DT into Indianapolis. Oh, yeah, just he scrapes the back of Snail's rear bumper. Manages to avoid contact to come up to Arnage, the slowest, trickiest corner I find on the circuit. It's got the least amount of grip. Oh, here we go on board with, let's go up here with DT's got another poor exit. What happened to DT at the exit of Arnage? Oh, that's what happened. Oh, I didn't see that. G got it sideways, spun the rear wheels up, and just blocked DT from the exit of Arnage. Has just allowed Lawn and Berserker to get back up in front. Frenetic stuff on the first lap, and now Death is looking at DT. DT, the pole sitter, has dropped all the way back to 5th place by the end of the first lap, and we haven't even got to the end of the first lap. We're still in the Porsche curves. Let's go on board with Death, see if he's looking to make a move on DT. Oh, as DT goes very wide, I think Death was going to go around the outside at that point, but has to bail out of it. Has that allowed Ninja to catch up? Or as DT goes very wide at karting. Coming up to the Ford chicane. Let's go on board with race leader Snail. Here we go, through the Ford chicane. For the first time at the end of lap 1. And so we have Snails on across the line in first at the moment. With G now being harassed by Lawn. Oh, it looks like DT's got it horribly wrong at the exit as well. Let's go back to DT. At the exit. Oh, he just overcooks it into the second part of the chicane. Spin. Lights the rear wheels up again. Having a tremendously eventful first lap is DT. In the meantime, I've just seen Lawn is caught right up to the back end of G coming into the Dunlop chicane. Oh, Lawn takes an awful lot of inside curb in. And he gets it sideways at the exit. These two squabbling, you can see Snail's just got a bit of a gap, pulling out a bit of a gap already in first place. Lawn's a bit hesitant into that corner there. Going past the football stadium there on the right. As Lawn gets a much better exit down at the beginning of the Mulsanne straight. Surely he's going to get a run on G here for second place, side by side, coming down the Mulsanne straight. He's got the position already. Great camera, you can see all the way down. But Lawn takes second place before the first chicane. Is G going to fight back though, trying to outbrake Lawn into the chicane? No, thinks better of it. As Berserker still hanging on to Ford. DT's caught, catching the back of Berserker, bringing Death and Steve with him. In the meantime, Mulsanne straight. Great place to overtake. Here he goes, G. I think he gave Lawn a little bit of a bump there to give him a hurry up. Not looking to outbrake Lawn this time into the second chicane. Heavy braking zone. Fast cars, great circuit to run these cars on. Oh, as G gets a terrible entry into the chicane then. Is that giving Berserker? No, it's not really giving Berserker any opportunity to catch up to it, but Lawn's got a terrible exit as well. Here goes G, bump drafting to try and get away from Berserker. Coming down into the Mulsanne corner. Nice safe braking from everyone. Oh, as Lawn's gone deep. Lawn's gone deep into the corner, just allowed G to take second place and has allowed Berserker now. Is he going to get past Lawn? Looks like he is. Coming down the back straight. And here we go. Yep, Berserker's got the position. And also looks like Death has got past Steve as well. Where does Death? He's got a nice run on DT. Sorry, not Steve, DT. Into the Mulsanne corner. So Death's got back up to 5th place. Let's just forward it back on again. Another 10 seconds. So here we go. Lawn looking at the back end of Berserker now before we get to Indianapolis. Berserker's gone a little bit defensive on the inside. coming through Indianapolis. Oh, G's gone wide again. Berserker's all braking a bit too early for Lawn. Lawn takes evasive manoeuvres, goes on the grass. Just allowed Death to get through now. So Lawn's dropped back to 5th place. Is he going to lose to DT? No, it's not. Oh, DT might do the slingshot underneath. See Lawn struggling there. Just one little mistake. He's dropped it down a couple of spots. In the meantime, here we are aboard with Snail coming into the Porsche curves. Lap 2 of 16. Everyone's safely through so far. Well, DT's looking at the back end of Lawn here. Through the first section. Goes wide! Scrapes the wall. No damage done. Let's go round again to see who's through. Everyone's safely through karting. Yeah, we're all safely through. The only person who's just dropping off at the moment is Ninja. Seems to have had maybe a little bit of an issue further back, but in the meantime, Snail through the forward chicane, followed by G, followed by Berserker. Oh, Death's got it wrong. Death has got it wrong into, well, the exit of the chicane. Comes here and just starts to turn left instead of going straight on. Oh, you can see that DT was really close behind Lawn. Going past the start-finish straight. And has just not quite got it there. So Death has now got Ninja for company. Come up to the second corner. Oh, as Death gets it horribly wrong into the Dunlop chicane, spins it into the barrier. Damage as well. So that's Death dropping back. And he was up to 4th, I think he was at one point. Maybe even 3rd. And it's all gone horribly wrong very quickly within half a lap for Death there. Anyway, Racing Snail down the Mulsanne straight, breaking away from the pack, which has been led by G. And G's got a gap between himself and Berserker in his 3rd place. Berserker, though, he's got Lawn behind, and I think Lawn is in the slipstream. Pulls out at the inside, nice move there. Takes the position into the first chicane. Oh, Berserker seems to have got the braking a bit early there into the first chicane, because it looks like DT was catching up to him as well. But Lawn up to 3rd place now. Cool, it's been a hectic 2.5 laps. This is lap 3 we're on. Doesn't look like DT's too far away from Berserker. Nice livery there on that Porsche. As the race is starting to settle down now. Berserker, can he get position back? Oh, again, he looks like he brakes a bit early. The DT's just dropped off rather than touching the back of Berserker. But that early braking's just allowed Berserker to get a nice stable exit. He's really close to Lawn here. So look at Berserker's pyjamas there. He's got women all over him, quite literally. Oh, he's caught right up into the slipstream before the Mulsanne. Gives Lawn a little nudge into the Mulsanne corner, backs off. Lawn gets it sideways on the exit. But Berserker's still there, and they've made a little gap between themselves and DT in 5th place. But Berserker's still in the slipstream here of Lawn. A nice sunny day here at Le Mans. 4.4 metres a second wind blowing them back towards the Porsche curves. Into Indianapolis, round they go. Heavy braking, tricky section with these cars if you haven't got the brake balance set up correctly. But Lawn's managed to keep it in front of Berserker here through Arnage. It's DT catching up. No, not just yet. So here's Ninja in 6th place. Where is he? He's just come around Arnage, and his Death coming into Arnage as well now. In the meantime, need to give him some love. Snail out in front, got out in front, lap 1, through the Porsche curves, in a Porsche, at Le Mans. Doesn't get much better than that. Starting to pull away from the pack. Oh, he's got it sideways there though. keeps it within the track limits. Does G keep it in the track limits? No, G was a bit too wide there at karting. But look at this, Lawn still hasn't shaken Berserker. Berserker's still there, and we've got Lawn in his sights, but you can see it's also bringing DT into the mix. There's Ninjas coming up to the last chicane, and there's Death slowly catching up. So, 3 laps done. First place there, second is G. And then we got these 3 boys. Closest battle on the circuit at the moment, coming into turn 1. Lawn in the red Porsche there. Starting to put a bit of a gap between himself and Berserker underneath the Dunlop Bridge. Looks like DT is trying to have a pop at Berserker. The slightly different speeds to the cars around him. It looks like he's starting to hold DT up. He's dropped off from Lawn. Surely this long straight DT is going to have a chance to get around Berserker. Let's go on board with DT. What is he? Is he going to find his move? Is he going to go left or right? No, he's giving a little bump job to try and catch up to Lawn in front. They're working together to try and close that gap up. Coming into the braking section now at the first chicane. Oh, looks like DT has to back off quite a bit, but Berserker's has caught up to Lawn a little bit. We go back to this view. And just also keep an eye on Ninja and Death, because I think they two catch up to each other as well. There's Death in 7th place, and there's Ninja in 6th. Stay here with DT. DT, the pole sitter. He's obviously got the pace. But slowly gobbling up the distance between himself and Berserker. Berserker gets slow entry, but fast exits out of these corners. You can see there, it's pulled away a little bit from DT. Takes a very tight line through that corner, and then he hits the shrubbery. Coming down now to the Mulsanne corner. Can DT catch up to Berserker at Indianapolis? Oh, he's getting a little bit leery at the exit of Mulsanne. So he's going to drop him back. You can see he's dropped that quite a bit now. But does that mean Berserker's caught up to Lawn? No, doesn't look like he has. It's a little bit as you are at the moment. As the race settles down now. Yep, Ninja's still holding station quite a way off from Death. So, we'll go on board while we have a little lull and check out what everyone's pyjamas are like. So here we have race leader Snail in an all red Marlborough inspired pair of pyjamas. Not bad. Quite like that, Snail. Just watching where you were braking there as you come into the entrance to the Porsche curves, because I remember G saying he drove this circuit. Well, we all drove circuit for an hour, and I don't think I was pretty much with G. I think I got that corner right into the Porsche curves entrance about once, twice, and then you sort of feather it through this section here where you've just gone through. Nice driving there from Snail. Here go on board with G. G in a black and white, it looks like Monster Energy inspired set of pyjamas there. Through the Ford chicane. And yeah, it takes a bit too much. Exit. Oh, I just saw something going on back here. Here we go, DT has caught up to Berserker. Unless they start working together, I think DT's going to make a move on Berserker. Probably at the straight. Oh no, he's thinking about it here at the Dunlop Bridge, side by side into the Dunlop chicane. Berserker takes a shallow line as he's trying to get the slingshot back underneath. A little bit of contact to go underneath the bridge. Are they side by side? Still they are. Berserker's got the position back, fighting with DT. DT sticks it back underneath, forcing Berserker to go around wide. Oh, they're side by side again. Coming past the football stadium, but Berserker's hanging on to 4th place. Just chopping these boys back though from Lawn up the road. I think DT here is going to try and make a move on Berserker. There he goes, up the inside. Coming down the Mulsanne straight. Has he got a position yet? Still side by side. Flat out 180. 6, 7, 8. 190. 191. 92. 192 miles per hour. The DT goes far too deep into the braking zone. Is Berserker going to come back and get DT back? No, even though DT got it wrong, I think Berserker was just backing out of that to make sure he didn't hit DT. But here we go, back up to towards the second chicane. Berserker's now going to start returning the favour to push DT along to try and catch back up to Lawn in 3rd place. Let's have a quick look at DT's pyjamas. He's just in a basic Puma black and white overalls there. Oh, he's gone very wide then. I think Berserker might be able to get a little run here. Yeah, you can see he gets... Berserker seems to get really good exit speed on his Porsche compared to the other boys. He's catching really quickly up to DT now. Oh, he's looking up the inside into the Mulsanne. Bold move from Berserker. He's got it at the apex. I can hear tyres squealing up in front, but Berserker backs out of it. But it's still side by side through the Mulsanne. He's fighting for that full position, and he's got it back. He's got his nose at that Porsche in front. Great side by side racing into a heavy braking zone at one of the fastest sections of the track. So Berserker's back in 4th place. Is DT going to make a move into Indianapolis? Berserker now brakes slightly just before the entrance, settles the car. Stops it. No, a little bit too wide. DT's coming back up on the inside here. He's gone past Berserker before we get to Arnage. Berserker's got to stick up the inside. Well, they're side by side at the through Arnage. Oh, this is fantastic racing. Side by side, wheel to wheel stuff. Coming into the Porsche curves now. It's not done yet. Berserker's fighting for this position, doesn't want to give it up. Where are we going to go with this? As Berserker tucks in behind DT through the Porsche curbs for the first part of the section underneath the Michelin gantry. He's just dropped off a little bit. Oh, gets his line a bit wrong there. Through past karting there on the right. Oh, as DT goes very wide and very leery, almost gets a tank slapper on. It's just allowed Berserker to catch back up and through before we get to the 4th chicane. So Berserker's back into 4th, and DT has decided enough's enough. He's going to make an early pit stop and comes into the pits rather than fight Berserker. So it's free Berserker now to have a punt at trying to catch up to Lawn in front. So let's go through the field. We are 6 laps in. 20 minutes gone. 3rd of the race done. Racing Snail has done the fastest lap of 3:51.657 on lap 4. Is in the lead here, coming around to begin at the top of the Mulsanne straight. There we go. And then G, the 3:52.3 is his fastest lap. He's in 2nd place. And then we got Lawn. Let's go on board, have a look at his pyjamas. In an all black outfit and underneath in that red car, I should say. In 3rd place, he's done a 3:52.9, so there's about a second off the pace from where Snail is. Berserker, we've already seen his pyjamas with the naked lady on the back and the ladies on the arms, so he's literally got ladies all over him. His best is only a 3:54.5, well off the pace here, but he's doing well to be that far off the pace. To be hanging on to 4th place though, but then also considering the last 2 laps he's been battling with DT. He's pitted early, so we'll see how that works out for DT as well, for when they start making their pit stops. So Ninja here in 5th, he's done a 3:54.1. Let's have a look at Ninja's pyjamas. Oh, went past it. Just in an all black outfit there. Nice, smooth, steady braking. A little bit late to get the power on as it comes out the exit, the second chicane. And then we go back to Death here in 6th place now. He's done a 3:55.4. He's also had another issue in that last lap. He's done a 4:03. Having big issues with this car, it seems. Is Death struggling with it. He's got a bit of an outfit there going on. Can't remember, see what else he's dressed up in there. But he's tearing through the rear wheels of that car. It looks like everyone's about the same, to be honest. I was wondering if he was getting through a bit too much, but no. So here we go, DT. His fastest is 3:54.1 as well, similar to the lap times to Ninja and Berserker. He's done an early pit stop on lap 6. Or sorry, it was lap 6, wasn't it? The end of lap 5, lap 6, to try and avoid Berserker Boy, because they were fighting side by side. We'll see how that pans out, but it was still a little bit off from when I think we need to see the race leader coming into the pits. Great class of the field by a literal second, or half a second at least, over G, the Norwegian. You can see Lorne in the distance there. Lorne coming through. Yeah, everyone's an equal sort of distance away from each other at the moment. As Berserker comes through the exit of Porsche curves, comes down out to Porsche chicane. Oh, Ninja's very wide in 5th place there. Death trying to catch up to Ninja, gets it wrong again, damages the car again. Where's DT on the circuit? He is just coming into the Porsche curves. It's a notoriously long pit stop here as well. So, while we're just having a little lull, I'm going to have a quick drinks break. Bear with me a second. And we're back. I did see someone then when I was just having that drinks point the wrong way. I think it was Death again. Or was it Ninja? It was someone at the Dunlop Bridge. Oh, Ninja takes a lot of inside curve there. Good job the penalties aren't on. I think he would have got one then. So there's DT. It might have been Death actually, because DT's caught right up to the back of Death already. Or catching him up quickly, I should say. And so this is DT was the pole sitter. So he just someone seemed to manage to get a decent lap in at the moment. 3:54.1 is his fastest lap, which is a good 2 seconds off where the lead group are. Not quite in the slipstream there of Death up ahead. So we're in that lull second at the moment. We're just waiting for the pit stops really, because I don't think it's going to be too long. Because it's a 16 lap race, and we're at the coming towards the end of lap 7. So maybe another lap, or even this lap, some of these boys might start pitting, and then we'll figure out whether that was a good move from DT or not. But consistent lap times here from Gray, the Welshman. Thinking of sheep as he always is. He's got Tom Jones CD on in the car. Coming through Indianapolis. A little bit squirrely under braking. Hit just gets perfect exit there. Brakes into Arnage. Nice exit speed again. Is that Gray? Sorry, G just use a fraction more left side tyres than Snail, so Snail's a little bit smoother than G. And here comes Lawn up to the Porsche curbs. There's Berserker in the background in fourth. There's Ninja. He's just coming around Arnage now, so Ninja's not too far off. Might just be able to see Berserker up front. No, not quite. Just a little bit too far up ahead. Oh, as Death lost 7th place to DT. Nice battle here. Let's just quickly go back. 3, 4, 5, 6. So where was this? We are at the Mulsanne corner. DT's caught right up to Death. Down the main straight. Passes him cleanly before we even get to the braking zone. Oh yeah, he's got the M&M's. That's what it was. Desk in the M&M's outfit. Is Death going to make a move on DT? Is he going to bump draft and try and catch up? Right, no, they're bump drafted to try and catch back up. They're on their own back here. Bump draft again, backs out of it before the braking zone. Great driving. I'm going to attempt to say your name, Death, but Yorn. Oh, as DT's gone very deep into Indianapolis. Manages to keep it on the track again, though. He's had that tank slapper early on where he really got the car sideways. A fast race and not, but oh dear. Yorn's just got it wrong on the exit of Arnage and smacks the front left of the car, damages the front bumper and the wheels. Here we go. So here we have the first of the pit stops from the front runners. In comes G from second place. Lawn's carried on through. So G's pitted a little bit earlier than the others. Berserker's up into third now. He's gone through. Berserker, right. Let's go back to this view. There we go. That's the view. Ninja's gone through. And G's just going to his pit box now. Tyres off. Fuel going in. Is he going to get out in front of DT? Where's DT? He's just coming through the 4 chicane now. Yeah, he should definitely get through. Out in front. And here he comes out the pit exit now. As Death comes into the pits, where's DT? There's G. So G's into the first corner. There's DT just behind him. Just coming into the first chicane, I should say, not the first corner. Death coming into the pits now as well. Right, so race leader Snail down the Mulsanne straight, lap 8, approaching the halfway point. Nice livery on that car. Tokyo Tires sponsorship that Gray's got going on. Surprised it's not pot noodle or some daffodils or Welsh lamb, but he's gone for Tokyo Tires. Through the second chicane, coming down to the Mulsanne corner. Oh, Lawn looks like he got a little bit leery at the exit there. How far is he away from Berserker? Berserker can't quite close that gap. As he's put in his fastest time there, Berserker. His last lap was a 3:54.3. What's Lawn doing? Lawn's doing 52.9, so Lawn's about a second a lap ahead, but Lawn's last 2 laps was a 3:54.7, a 3:55.2. Berserker's been in the 54s both times, so he is, despite the fact he hasn't got the out and out fastest flaps, I mean, he's been a bit more consistent as Berserker here. 54s, 54, 54. Hang on, why is this like pitted? Why is there a P next to... Someone explain that. Lap 2 and lap 5. Why does it say... Why is there a P next to my lap times? Don't get it. Anyway. If someone could answer that question in the comments, let me know. Back up front with Gray. Let's go on board with Gray. He's excellent I'll get my words right. Entrance into the Porsche curbs. Brakes fairly hard to make sure he gets the hits the right apex in and out, but he's slow this lap. 1.5 seconds down on his lap times. Always over revving it, keeping a tight line on the inside there. Cruising through there at in third gear, topping out in third gear even. Probably his race engineer is probably gonna rue the gearing selection, or sorry, gearing range of third gear. As into the pits comes the race leader. Is Lawn coming into the pits as well? No, Lawn's staying out. Lawn's staying out for another lap. Even though he's off the pace. What about Berserker? Berserker's into the pits. Oh, he gets it slightly wrong. Nudges the front of that car into the pit wall. Don't think he's going to get a penalty for that, but he's just slowed it up enough. Now remember, here's Ninja, he's in cleanly. Where's G? G pitted the lap before, just coming through into the Ford chicane now. Now remember, DT was neck and neck with Berserker when he pitted. He undercut the pit window to try and get a better track position rather than fight with Berserker. Oh, and the show continues for DT. The lariness continues. Here we go into the Ford chicane. Gets it a bit sideways into the first part of it. Hits the sausage at the exit. It's gone sideways again. Scrubbing off a bit too much speed as Berserker's coming out the pits. So he's just coming out pits. There's Berserker now. Here comes DT. So has it worked out for DT? Can he get Berserker by turn one? Berserker knows that he's there. They're coming up side by side into the Dunlop chicane. DT has to take a lot of inside curb. Berserker takes a lot of inside curb as well, but they're back together again. So it's not really worked out for DT because Berserker's still there, but although DT is in front of Berserker. Can Berserker on a fresher set of tyres? Oh, DT's just gone wide at that turn there into the beginning of the Mulsanne straight. DT's gone very wide again to try and keep the power down. Can Berserker catch the slipstream and get DT into the first chicane? It's just starting to reel him in now. Here we go. Go on board. Let's go from this view for Berserker. Is he going to do anything? No, he's trying to bump draft DT to catch up to Lawn. Oh, that's right, because Lawn has not pitted yet, but Berserker with that bump draft gets it wrong himself. It's just nudged DT further down the road and just overshoots the braking zone. So Berserker's just lost a bit of momentum. Let's see what else is going on. So Berserker and DT still nose to tail. G's on his own, Snail's on his own, but Lawn the race leader at the moment. Done 54s, 55s, 54s. So he was about 3-4 seconds in front of Berserker and DT before the pit stops. So when Lawn has done his pit stops, we'll try and figure out whether that's worked out for him or not by staying out an extra lap. Oh, as he gets too much kitty litter at the exit of Indianapolis, coming up to Arnage, and he's gone sideways again. Arnage, low grip corner, he manages to hold it, avoids the tank slapper. Let's go back to DT and Berserker, still line astern, coming down towards Indianapolis. Berserker's closed that gap. He was a bit further behind, still closing that gap now. Is he going to try and bump draft DT again? No, backs out of it before the braking zone. Good idea to back out of this very tricky braking zone. It's easy to go wrong here. Oh, Berserker's gone a little bit wide. Gets to the exit of Indianapolis a little bit wrong as DT comes around Arnage now, followed by Berserker. So back up front with Lawn. Let's see what the race leader is doing. Into the pits comes Lawn. Manages to do what Berserker didn't, and that's avoid the walls. The race leader, Lawn, into the pits. Again, he's about 3 seconds ahead of Berserker at the time. Maybe even 4. So see where he comes out. There's pit stop. In the meantime, Snail will take the lead. Great, nice and tidy, consistent. Series, I think at this point Gray was leading the series as well, so the series leader is back in front again. Lord's just got into the pit box. Tyres come off. Where's G? G's gone through now. Having a quiet race is G. Fuel's going in. Here comes DT. Got a bit of space here between himself and Berserker. Berserker takes a lot of inside curve. Where's Lawn? Lawn's coming out of the pits now. Into turn 1, and he's got a still healthy lead. That worked out well for Lawn. So the 3, 4, 5 drivers all got a bit of breathing room now. Berserker gets a little bit lower at the exit there of the first part of the Dunlop chicane. But Ninja and Death back here having a race of themselves. Death's fastest laps are 3:55, so if he can be consistent, because he's done a 4:03, 4:04, 4:25 and a 4:13, obviously that's part of the pits, but he's done a 3:54.3, so he's got the pace. If he can just keep it on track, might be able to catch up to Ninja, and if any of the other boys have any issues. There's a Snail screaming down the Mulsanne straight towards the second chicane. There's G. G just can't quite match Snail. Snail's what's going on there? 4:10, 4:15. Oh yeah, because that's because G pitted a lap early, didn't he? So he's done a 52.8. Tried to do something different to close the gap, did G, the Norwegian. And it's not really panned out too well for him. So really the closest battles at the moment, and they're not even that close at the moment either, is Lawn here in 3rd place, followed by DT here in 4th, and Berserker here in 5th. Berserker just can't quite get his pace up. He needs to lose about a second a lap and he'd be right with the boys in front. So there's Berserker in 5th. Ninja manfully carrying on. Great livery made by himself there, Steve. Back here in 6th place. Death still coming down, where is he? To the second chicane. So no one's really lost touch completely. Everyone's still got a race to run. You can see that the leads are just into Indianapolis and Arnage now, while Death's just coming down to the Mulsanne corner. So time for another drinks break. Oh. Didn't mean to do that, sorry, I meant to press this button. So on board with G then, let's see how he tries to take the, see he's done what I was doing, missed the first apex. It's easy to get too hot into the exit of the Porsche curves. Oh, he's getting very leery, is G. Trying very hard to get a bit sideways in that Porsche. Fighting the car, I could say. As we are 2/3 of the race done, 40 minutes down. It's Snail crosses the line in 1st place. G in 2nd to get him, starting to get very leery as a Norwegian. Only lost him a second off his best lap time though. He stood at a 3:53. Lawn's in 3rd place. You can see DT's in 4th and Berserker's in 5th. Where's Ninja? It's just coming out of the exit, the Porsche curbs through karting. And where's Death? Just coming into the Porsche curbs. So there's not much is going on. Let's go on board with, let's do a flying lap with Snail, the race leader. Let's go on board with him, see what lines he's doing, and just admire the magnificence of the man. So back with me now. I was watching that and I was just trying to figure out what is Gray doing that the rest of the field are not. And to me, it looks like he's just hitting every apex. It's hard. I know everyone's trying to do that anyway, but especially the Porsche curbs entry. These corners here, it's very difficult to hit the apex and stuff. But he's judging the braking and the entry speed to perfection, which is why he's getting these great times in. And you can see, you can hear Death struggling through that part of the track as well. Got great driving from Snail, has to be said. We're on lap 12 now. Let's see if anything is brewing at any point. He's not catching up to Snail, that's for sure, but is he dropping back into the clutches of Lawn? No, but it does look like DT has got Lawn in sight. But obviously the other thing to consider is Lawn pitted 2 laps after DT, so DT's burnt through a lot of his tyres. Takes an awful lot of inside curb there. The stewards might start issuing track limit warnings to people. You can see DT's just put its fastest sector time in, the purple sector time on lap 12. His fastest lap so far is a 3:53.2. He's really pushing hard to catch up to the Canadian in front. Battle of the North American continent drivers here. Who's your money on, Canada or the USA? So there's not a purple sector time, but it's still his best time. DT's really putting the hammer down. Berserker can't quite catch up in the background there. Coming into the Mulsanne corner. I'd love it if the game GT would put the live timings back up for these replays. Oh, he's up at over half a second now as DT. He's really putting a charge on. Doing all he can to catch up to that Canadian. Has he got a lighter fuel load? Yes, slightly lighter fuel load, because obviously he pitted 2 laps early. That's a point. I wonder if it make him mean he have to do a bit of fuel saving towards the end of the race. Underneath the gantry into Arnage. He's definitely closing in on, yeah, he's definitely closing in on the Canadian. Is DT on a hard charge. Coming up to the iconic Porsche curves again for the 12th time now. Let's go aboard the DTC where he brakes. Yeah, that green patch just to the left is where everyone starts to brake. Drops down to 4th, down to 3rd, back up to 4th. 1 second up on his fastest lap. He is really charging hard. Oh, gets a bit too much speed. Carries a bit too much speed through the last part of the corners. Full lock has gone very wide. Again, track limits. A bit of an issue there. Through karting into the Ford chicane. Let's see what lap time DT actually posts. Oh, he's gone a bit wrong at the second part of the... Oh, has he gone terribly wrong? He's done it again. He lights up the rear wheels. So he still manages to put his fastest lap in, but that would have been a 3:52 lap time if he had not spun the rear of that car up. But is that indicative of what's going to happen shortly? The Porsche getting very leery with the rear wheel drive, and half the tyres down already for DT, starting to get sideways on the exit of corners. You can see Lorne still got a huge amount of grip all over. You can hear tyre squealing again from DT. Berserker, he's got a much better tyre situation as well than DT. So those two, well, that was only 1 lap really though, wasn't it? And it was 2 laps. DT pitted, so let's get it right, it was Lorne 3 laps then. Oh, I've lost count. The DT pitted lap 6, I think it was. Berserker lap 8, Lorne lap 9, I think it was something like that. But DT's struggling. I think he's starting to struggle with the rear wheel grip of that car. As I say, obviously with a rear wheel drive car, he's trying to get the power down. He's only, you can see his back left is already down halfway. And we've still got the rest of this lap 13, plus 14, 15 and 16, 3.5 laps to go. He's also down, what's his fuel situation like? He's nearly down to, he's down to about 1/3. So something to keep an eye on there is his fuel situation. So in the meantime, let's just double check on everyone else. Racing Snell cruising along. Just done another 3:51 lap time on lap 12, a 3:51.8, which is only 0.2 of a second off his fastest lap. It's all very quiet for him here out in front. G just hasn't quite got the same pace as Snell, but he's still hanging on. Just one mistake from Snail, and G would be right with him, but Snail doesn't make mistakes. As you can see, he hits every apex. He keeps that car very neat and tidy, but also incredibly fast. G's doing all he can though. 3:53.9. He's still a lap down from his, 1 second down from his fastest lap. Snail coming into the Porsche. Just watching where his braking point is again. He braked a bit earlier than that green strip. Hits the first apex. It sets up nicely for the second. So where's G braking? So G's braking a bit late, or gets it wrong, misses the apex. Let's see where Lawn brakes into this first corner. That green strip on the left. Lawn gets it wrong as well. No. DT hits the same braking spot. Misses the apex. Berserker's missed the apex. No one can hit that apex other than Snail. What is going on? In the meantime, Snail crosses the line. Lap 14. Lap 13 in the books. On to lap 14. 3 laps to go. Just going through. Oh, I think DT's in trouble with his tyres. I think he's in trouble. Yeah, look. Berserker's visually catching up to him now. Berserker gets a nice run through the forward chicane. Oh, perfect exit from Berserker. He's got the bit between his teeth as Berserker. He's still only doing 54s. You can see DT's just on a 55. He's also got his first braking point wrong. Here comes Berserker to turn 1. Turn 2, I should say, and 3 and 4. The Dunlop chicane underneath the bridge. Now, I think Berserker's reeling in. So Berserker's on quarter tank now. DT's just under quarter tank. He's still gone wide at the beginning of the run down Mulsanne. But those tyres are struggling badly now for DT. In the meantime, let's just double check see what's going on with the other ones. Oh, we've got a battle brewing here as well. 6 and 7. Ninja and Death have caught up to each other. Or maybe Ninja's dropped back because he's just done a 4:13. A 4:13 on lap 13. Here comes Death with Ninja. Ninja's got better tyre situation than Death. Ninja's gone wide though. Oh, is Death going to go up the inside? Oh, he backs out of it all. He definitely could have got up the inside then. I think they're having fun battling here. Oh, Ninja's got it Larry into turn. Coming down the Mulsanne straight again past the football stadium. He just scooted off. So DT's definitely dropped off the back of Lawn now. Lawn pulled out a bigger gap now. DT was catching him. But Lawn's kept it smooth. 53, 53, 54. Smooth and consistent. Same as G. 53.5, 53.9. And they've snuck in a 52 on lap 11. That class of the field. Into Indianapolis, hitting every apex, getting every exit right as well. And G's not into Indianapolis yet, it's just coming in now. Oh, gets that Larry though. In like the bomb hole part of the Indianapolis. Here comes Lawn into Indianapolis. Nice tidy line there from Lawn. Here comes DT. He can't, he drifts a bit wide. Nearly goes off into the kitty litter there. You can see, yeah, Berserker's definitely got DT in sight. Berserker's on his fastest lap marginally though. Oh, there we go. DT. What happened to DT there at the exit of Arnage? Low grip corner at the best of times. Puts the power down, just spins it up. Oh, he's damaged the front of that car as well. And here comes Berserker. Is Berserker going to get 4th place before the Porsche curbs. Yes, he is. He's through. So Berserker's up to 4th place. DT's struggling. That choice of pitting early to try and avoid Berserker might have come back to bite DT in the arse. He's still getting Larry. Now he's trying to get sideways. He's got damage as well, so he's struggling to maintain a straight line. Coming through karting. Can Berserker pull away? DT's gone very wide again. Track limits, DT. Pushing a bit too hard. Berserker, hopefully he can keep it clean through the section, get a nice exit and start to pull away. Oh, as Berserker gets sideways. That just allows DT to catch back up to Berserker. Berserker sideways as well at the exit for karting, but he's got a bit of a better run past the start-finish straight. Starting to pull away. So in the meantime, I want to go back to this battle here. So Ninja and Death are still squabbling over 6 and 7. Coming into the Porsche curbs. As Ninja drifts a little bit wide. Holds the apex out. Both smooth again. Is Death going to have a little nibble at Ninja? Is he just going to follow him round? Oh, as Ninja goes very wide. Death is catching up to Steve though. Is he going to try and make a go for it into the Ford? Okay, Ninja's gone defensive. Death's trying to let him know he's there. Goes through on the outside. That's not really a good place to try and make a move though. Is he going to get a nice run at the exit here? No, he's not. He's going to get a terrible exit. Because Death. Oh, goodness me, I didn't realise how I was enjoying this. We've only got 2 laps to go, well, a lap and a half. Oh, I can see a lot of going on. So, DT, yep, DT. Something happened to DT then. He was close to Berserker Boy. Let's go back and see this against the Berserker Boy. Trying to pull away from DT. But DT with those tyres and a very low fuel. Oh, he brakes. I'm not sure if Berserker braked. Did Berserker brake a bit early then? Or Berserker? What happened there? I normally brake round about where the marshals are. On the left, where the orange. Oh, it was a little bit early. It was only a little bit early though. DT nearly ran into the back of Berserker. It was about. Ooh. I'd say about 3-4 meters earlier than normal, but there was still a bit of a distance there. DT left his braking a bit late, I thought, as well. Oh, good avoiding action there from DT. Sorry, DT, if I got that wrong. I thought I got my braking just about right then. Sorry if it put you off, mate. But that's just giving Berserker Boy a bit more breathing room now with 3 minutes to go. See what's going on with Ninja and Death. They've still got a bit of a gap between themselves. In the meantime, back up front. Here with Snail. Come around on Mulsanne corner, which is a roundabout if you look left. As G gets a little bit sideways there at the exit. There's Lorne, he's just coming into the Mulsanne as well. Oh, he's got a little bit wide. There's Berserker Boy. Comes around now. Oh, he's a bit slow, gets that a bit wrong. DT's struggling. He's getting a nice tidy line there that time though. So really at the moment the only people battling are these two, Ninja and Death. But Ninja's got it's not long to go. That's quite a bit of a gap for Death to catch up, and Ninja's got a better tyre situation than Death as well. Oh, Death takes a big inside bit of corner there. As we are coming round now for the last lap as Snail through the Porsche curbs, karting, coming up to the Ford chicane. It's been a class of this field, class of this race. Kept it clean, kept it tidy, hit the apexes nice and smooth, even though I don't know if he's on the controller for this race or not. Down by the brakes there, settles the car, gets a nice smooth exit for the last lap, final lap for the race leader. Starting now, here comes G. Starts his final lap now. Still, Snail makes a mistake. You can see Lorne, he's not too far behind. He's on his last lap. He's also looking at the fuel for everyone. Yeah, Snail's actually got the most fuel of the top three. Berserker starts his last lap. DT still has got the least amount of fuel, but should have enough to get him through to the end. But he's definitely down to like a third on that back left, struggling big time, and Berserker is definitely pulling away. So even though it cuts a lot of inside corner there, does DT. So I think even if he was still with Berserker, the Berserker's pulling away now. Oh, the flashing light. I don't know how much fuel he had left in that car. There's Death and Ninja. Oh, Ninja's had a moment. What's happened to Ninja? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, Ninja's gone on at the Porsche entrance. The Porsche goes. Oh no, that's the second part, isn't it? No, it's the first part. Is that the first part? Yes, first part of the Porsche curbs. Ninja's got his braking wrong, so drops it into the kitty litter at the beginning of the Porsche curbs. Drops him back down to 7th. So yeah, no, as I was saying, back with Berserker and DT, I mean, Berserker's pulling away, so I think even if DT and Berserker hadn't had that moment at the first chicane, I think Berserker's, you can see, can't even see DT now, he's pulling miles away from DT. I think he would have managed to hang on for 4th place at least anyway. In the meantime, let's give him some love. He's done very well. That's great. All shallow line into the entrance of the second chicane. Coming down Mulsanne straight for the last time. Coming to the Mulsanne corner. So let's see if anyone else is close to each other. So G, quite a long way off. Snail, Lorne, he's got a red flashing light for his fuel. Not too far away from G. Berserker into the second chicane. DT's just coming into the second chicane now. It's still got Death and Ninja fighting for 6 and 7. But Death has got quite a bit of a gap. I don't think Ninjas are going to be in a position to get into the slipstream. Yeah, it's just a bit too far off. So we go back to race leader into Indianapolis for the last time. Nearly gets a bit of kitty litter on the exit. Through Arnage. Coming up to the Porsche curbs for the last time, does the race leader Gray. I'm looking at the map. Oh, it looks like something's going on back here. Let's just pause this a second. I'm gonna go back to there and just drop back to see what's going on with these two chaps as Ted goes off stage left again. Oh, it looks like somebody else has gone off as well. Looked like DT had gone sideways into Indianapolis, yep, he's got it wrong again. Oh, there we go, sideways into Indianapolis. Very Larry drops into the kitty litter as well again. So Ninja is waiting for his buddy Death. So they're not quite as lonely together on the last lap. And you can see Death wreck the front of that car again. And they're getting back up to speed. DT definitely suffering with those rear wheels. He's also might be running out of fuel as well. But let's go back up front. So here he comes, Gray, through the Ford chicane for the last time, and takes the win at Le Mans. Great race there from Gray. In second place, it's been very quiet race for G. He's not seen anyone for about lap 3 onwards. The G comes across to finish in second place. Lorne was catching G at the very end. He's going to finish a very respectable third as well. And Berserker, he's down on fumes. Eventful race with Berserker, but manages to hang on to 4th place. Crosses the line now, and here comes DT. Might be ruining pitting a bit earlier than everyone else. Still struggling with the rear end of that car. Crosses the line in 5th. And they're Ninja, and what the heck are these guys up to now? So Ninja's let Death go back in front. And then Ninja just trying to take Death out on the way back. Oh, I've got to watch that one more time. Let's go on board with Ninja. Well, you missed. All I can say is you missed. Death. Let's see how long it takes these two Muppets to get around to the last bit of the racetrack. Are they actually just trying to hit each other now? Or are they actually going to race? Your guess is as good as mine. I can't remember who finishes where on this one. Oh, Death's had it up. He's off. He doesn't want to be taken out from... Oh, he's got it wrong. Death's got it wrong going straight. Here we go. Right, let's go forward, Ninja. Death goes wrong by going straight, hits the barrier, spins it round. Into the rear he goes. Here comes Ninja. Can he actually hit him this time? Yes, he can. Straight through. Oh dear. Oh. And straight through again. There's not much more to go, chaps. Come on, let's finish the race. I think Death's had enough. Let's just forward it on. I think we're going to be all night with these two. Is Death going to finish in 6th place? Yep, through the Ford chicane for the last time. Oh, is he going to pull up? He's going to pull up in front of the line, or is he just going to tease him? No, there we go. Death's in 6th place and Ninja in 7th. There's your race. Thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you again for the next one. See you later. Bye.